Now, people have often asked, if you're staying in Spain and you're driving up to, let's say, Benidorm, how is it for parking? Can you get easily parked? Well, I've parked in the streets before, and I've got to say, I think I parked for a full day once, and it cost me around about €2 for the full day. It's fantastically cheap, but there is parking for the Servi group. Is that just for the hotel? Well, it looks like that parking is just for the hotel. So we're going to take a walk down. There's an Indian restaurant that is closed. Indian restaurant that is closed. After work. Bar. And a hairdresser. As we head back down to Winner's Bar, and then we're going to head up the other side of the strip. So make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and then we will head up towards Los Alanos Hotel. The Los Alanos hotels will head up past that way, and the bars that are up this side. Oh, fantastic. So we're outside the HB Centre Hotel, and then tell me what is your favourite hotel in this side of Benidorm in the comments. Maybe you don't like Benidorm. Anyway, we're going to head up towards the Nordic Food and Steakhouse. That actually looks quite nice in there. It's quite modern in the Los Alamos. Better not go in because they don't like you just walking in and filming. They tend to get a bit excited, a little bit excited. But it is just lots of apartment blocks here. There's just lots of apartments. Right, the Nordic Food. Let's cross over and see the Nordic Food Steakhouse. What's the difference between a Nordic Food Steakhouse, a Brazilian steakhouse, and an Argentinian steakhouse? Just asking for a friend. And that's not open until the evening by the looks of it. Might not even be open for the summer yet. Uncle Ped's. Who's been to Uncle Ped's? Uncle Ped's. Are you missing Uncle Ped's? You can get there. It's Uncle Ped's. It's not too bad today, actually. It isn't too bad. It's not as busy as obviously you'll get it in the summer, but it is only April, so still plenty of time. Plenty of time. A little supermarket, ice cream shop, the hairdressers. Nice little hairdressers. I'm actually going to need to try and go and get a charger for my phone because I left my charger at home. Not the brightest of ideas today. Not the brightest of ideas, leaving the charger at home today. Anyway, it is what it is. So, let's have a look at some property prices while we're here. Well, I haven't done that yet. And see what the difference is in some of the property prices here in Benidorm. 330,000. Wow, 210, 330, 278, 450. Wow, 450, $500,000. I tell you, having a laugh in Benidorm. £500,000. Look, €500,000 for Benidorm. There's the cheapest one, 176. Cheapest one, 176. And there's one at 170. Wow. Who buys property in Benidorm? Obviously investors buy property because there's a lot of Airbnb now in Benidorm also. When you think about it, the amount of hotels that are in Benidorm, and there's still room for Airbnb. But it's an interesting story. Is during lockdown, one of the hotel chain owners here in Benidorm let it known in the local press that he wanted to change Benidorm into a more 5-star resort because it does have the all year round weather. And because it has all year round weather, they thought, do you know what? Let's change the resort completely. Get rid of all these rubbish little bars and turn it into a 5-star resort. Could you turn Benidorm into a 5-star resort? Would you come to Benidorm? There's a question for everyone that watches the channel. If Benidorm was to change massively in, say, the next 10 years, would you come to Benidorm if it was a 5-star resort? It's just a question I'm putting out there. Do you know what I'm like? I like to ask these awkward questions as we head back down the front. Nice blue skies today. There's a nice breeze in the coast here. There is a nice breeze on the coast. As we pass the amusement arcade. I've got to say, I'm glad I've got my hat on today because it is a bit hot. And I forgot my suntan lotion. So you were glad to know that because I left my suntan lotion at home, I hear the sighs. Oh, I hear the sighs. Because I left the suntan lotion at home, I have got my hat as a backup. And it is hot. Right. Heading towards the Bulldog. Heading towards Bulldog and Ristorante Japanese. Restaurant Japanese. Has anyone ever had any food at Restaurant Japanese? And how good is it? Caxia Bank. Do you know, I haven't found a Sabadell in this town yet. Sometimes feel that you should pay more cash. Because let's face it, when you don't pay cash, the banks are taking a chunk of it every single time. Every single time. Anyway. Let's walk back down to the beachfront on a nice Tuesday afternoon. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It is free. And if you are coming to Benidorm, tell us in the comments where you're staying and is it good value for money? And what is your go-to bar? What is your go-to bar in Benidorm so that it's cheap, it's good fun, and I don't know. You ever been to the one with the bull in it? I think we were there last year. It wasn't last year, it was the year before, wasn't it? Hotel Crimble, Benidorm. It's quite a new looking hotel also. We will be doing a review of a hotel in Benidorm. We're not giving anything away yet. We are coming up for a couple of nights. And I think we'll do a review of the hotel because it is one of the newer hotels here in Benidorm. It is one of the newer hotels. And we'll finish this video off down the beach because it's always nice to finish off down the beach. Because let's face it, a town can be a town, anywhere, can't it? And especially with cities as well. They all kind of look the same, don't they? And that's when you know you're in Benidorm. When you see the beach, just like this, high-rise apartments, and chilled out. Oh, fantastic way to end the video. Chilled out on the beach of an afternoon. And one of the things about this beach, and I've seen this in a lot of Valencian places, in the Valencian community, is they have free book places. So you could come and sit in the shade. Come sit in the shade and read a book. I don't think it's my thing. I can't say I don't read enough, but I don't have time to read the books. I read what I need to. Fantastically chilled out, isn't it? There is an apartment for sale. If you want a seafront apartment up there, on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th floor. 6th floor, big terrace, massive terrace actually, but you won't get the sun. The downside on an apartment like that is you will not get a lot of sun on your terrace. Trust me, we have stayed in an apartment like that. Oh look, they're playing chess. That's cool. It's actually chessboards. There we go. Absolute bargains in Benidorm and playing chess. What more could you ask for? And on that note, you know what's coming. Hasta luego.